and welcome to, I think it's episode 3 of the Hypothetical. We are coming to you live from where, Bob?
Paraguay. Apparently.
It's a beautiful Latin American country. Better than Uruguay, that's for sure.
We're in the capital of what?
Asuncion!
Oh, okay.
That's right, I knew that. Because we are staying here, of course.
Of course.
How's your day been going? It's beautiful outside.
It's been good. The drive down here has been pleasant.
Oh, yeah. I really hated getting stuck at that Mexican border, eh? That took forever.
Sure did.
Well, we got through all the migrants, and now we're here.
Sweating bullets.
That was a nice, Brazil's got a nice rainforest, but don't drive through it. That's all I gotta say. It takes a long time to hack and slash your way through that. How you been, Bob?
I've been good. I'm still a bit sick.
Still? Wow, you can't get rid of that cold, eh?
No, it's stuck for a while.
I heard eating garlic whole will help you out there.
I've heard that too. A lot of onions.
Yeah, either that or it'll make your breath stink for like at least a week straight. I've done that before.
Ginger's been good.
Ginger, oh. She's nice, yeah.
I make this one drink. It's you just put ginger and lemon.
Are we talking about ginger spice or actual ginger here?
Actual ginger.
Okay, alright, sorry.
It does wonders. You drink. I haven't made it this
Both
time
do,
around.
Actually. Ginger with lemon.
Ginger, lemon.
Throw a little bit of turmeric in there, Get that super healthy food thing into you. That'll help.
Usually that does it for me. Have a few of those drinks and it'll clear me up.
But what doesn't help is all the beer.
That follows after.
The ice cold beer.
The ciders.
Yeah. But that's the only way we know how to do these things on vacation.
Yep.
And
especially here in Paraguay.
Yeah.
You need a cold beer.
The beautiful country of Paraguay. Don't pronounce it any other way, but Paraguay. That's their slogan.
So what do we got planned for this show?
Same as always. We'll just we got some questions here. I don't know if you want to dive right in with one of them.
Yeah, let's do that.
Ooh, you want a goodie or you want a meh?
Well, I don't think any of our questions should be meh. But mine probably are. I'm a little short on that.
Oh, don't. If they're anything like last week's, they're pretty good. Well, let's start off with this one. If you were granted miraculously the miracle of flight, okay, but every time your feet left the ground, someone random in the world would die, would you use it, and for what purposes?
Someone in the world dies.
Anywhere in the world. There's like a 1 in 7 billion chance it's you.
Oh, well, I'll take the chance. I'll use it whenever the damn hell I want.
I'm flying everywhere.
It's flying. I mean, you can't say no to that.
Well, we wouldn't have to drive to Paraguay then. It'll just hit you right off you unless you kill me.
You're the one person that dies as soon as I take off. With this dead body strapped to my back.
That's pretty ironic. Honestly, I think I would use it anytime as well. Like, what are the odds it gets you or something like that? I'm pretty sure I would use it like I'm a jerk, right? So I would use it to entertain my friends while we're drinking or something like that. Mm-hmm. So we're all drinking, getting drunk, and Hobbs, do the thing. Okay, guys, I'll do the thing. And then Bob in the background drops dead.
Oh yeah, I'm gone. I probably wouldn't use it all that often. Just because I don't want to be hunted down by the government.
But
do experiments on me.
Well, let's just say that... Well, okay, no, I was going to say nobody knows that you're killing these people. They're just randomly dropping dead from heart attacks or something like that, but you're the secret cause. But I guess the flight thing, they probably would want to monitor you.
They would want to be like, why is this guy flying? How do we tap into that? For that reason alone, I would use it on, what kind of examples would I use for
saving people's lives?
No.
Because you're a goody two-shoes like that?
Not even that.
You wouldn't even save people's lives?
What would I do by flying?
Oh, what if they're like, we need someone to
Burning
reach that
from a roof?
Lever up top that stops this machine from throwing children off a bus.
Of course those exist. I'm thinking like somebody burning in a house and they're on the roof.
This is a bus of children. that need to be stopped from falling.
Falling into the rushing flood, sure.
Yeah, sure. That's
Sure,
the flood of lava.
So I'm saving these kids, but every time I use my power flight, somebody else dies.
Yeah.
So what's
just one person though?
Yeah, but I have to like land.
Yeah, well, that's one flight, is it not?
Yeah, so every time I save one child, one person dies somewhere.
But it's a child. You could be killing a baby somewhere out in the world that has less life than this child.
I don't know if I don't know if I'd use it for that.
So is there like an appropriate use? Well, I say appropriate.
late,
like
late for work, just fly without anybody seeing.
Crap! Missed my bus, missed my train, missed my car.
I mean, I'd have this power, but I'd be hesitant to use it, not because of the lives, but because people would see me as this person that can fly.
Okay, well,
because there's people out there that'd be like, "There's no way that this person can fly and I can't, so I'm gonna shoot them down." This is America.
Oh yeah, that's true. So you're afraid of the jealous people out there.
Yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be people out there that not even just jealous, but they're just
or the trolls out there who will like, if I can't fly, no one can fly.
Yeah, and they just shoot you down. That'll happen.
That's true. What if like you fly through like a no-fly area and you got like SAM missiles shooting at you? Well, I don't know if you're tiny enough. I think they wouldn't detect you, kind of thing. But do make a valid point. Now I'm scared because I would also fly everywhere.
I'm thinking the only time I would use it is a defense mechanism. To be honest.
So someone's gonna shoot you and you're like dodged, Matrix style, but flying in the air.
Like I'm walking down a dark alley, a bunch of dudes are out to mug me, stab me. I'm flying out of there.
And you fly out of there, and you get one of them because you're flying out of there, and that's the 1 in 7 billion you hit. And you're like, oh, double whammy, score.
That's how karma works. Yeah, that's probably the only way.
Like you snipe some father of 15 in India who is like struggling, just working 24 hours a day just to get his kids a brighter future, and you sniped him because you're like, oh, I want to save my own life, or I just want some chocolate. I'm getting there faster. Get some ice cream.
Yeah, probably just defense mechanism only would be the reason why I would use it. I think.
That's good. What if you wanted like a free trip somewhere? Like, say you wanted to go to Paraguay or something like that, or Sri Lanka or the Bahamas. Would you fly your family down there?
Can I fly them on my back? Is that even possible?
I think anything is possible on these hypothetical questions we're giving you here. I'm saying it's possible. My question, my rules.
If I could fly my family on a vacation somewhere.
Well, let's say you got this little, I don't know, you're inside of a fake plane, but people don't know you're the reason that plane is flying. There's no magic behind it. It's just good old-fashioned Bob power.
Where do I get this plane from?
You made it yourself.
I made it myself.
It's a cardboard box with fake seats. Your kids and family are sitting in there. They all think, oh, it's the engine and all that stuff.
I'd still show up on radar, and I still get shot down.
Oh, it's cardboard. You wouldn't show up on radar.
Yeah, you still get detecting a flying object, can't you?
I don't know. Maybe.
Probably can.
I'm no flying object expert.
Neither am I, but I'm pretty sure they can detect.
If they can detect birds, I think then yeah, you're right. They can probably.
So I'm gonna say I would not use that power for flying my family on vacation because we would just get shot down. Well, you're in our airspace.
Well,
you're
not. What if you fly low enough to the ground? You'd be okay, right? But then you always run the risk of like hitting a power line or something, or some jealous guy with a gun.
Exactly. Yeah. Again, I probably wouldn't use it unless it was an emergency.
Okay. Well, that's a typical Bob safe answer.
It's safe.
Safe, make everyone happy kind of thing. That's no Hobbs answer, that's for sure.
Hey, I'm looking out for my family and my well-being.
Yeah, but I'm looking out for my wallet too. So like I would fly my family everywhere. I don't care if I fly low enough and I fly fast enough. I'm pretty sure I can get anywhere I want to go. That's not going to get us killed. I'd probably be safer on a Hobbs Transair flight than on your typical whatever.
Well, you're the pilot, so.
That's right. And so what's a couple drinks every now and then?
You could fly drunk.
I can fly sober all I want. Just have to dump the kids off on the nearest island and I'll come back for you. Okay, well.
Okay.
Fair enough. Like I said, I would use it anytime I wanted to. I would not be scared that I have a 1 in 7 billion chance.
Well, that doesn't scare me. It's just the fact that you're seen flying around.
Oh, so you're worried about like all the UFO hunters all out there
Not
and
just
all that stuff.
Anybody seeing you, like they're gonna want.
You don't want to get dissected in a Area 51 kind of thing.
Pretty much.
I also wouldn't want that. Now that we're talking candidly,
because they will find you. They will have your some camera will catch
they
you.
got like Liam Neeson on there. I will find you. I saw you flying. I have a particular set of skills.
Yeah, they'll catch you. They'll do something with you.
That's another guy I'm not too fond of.
Oh, yeah.
Liam Neeson.
The guy that everybody loved. Oh, this guy's a great actor. He's got like this. He's always in action movies. He plays the coolest characters. Now he's somewhat of a racist.
Somewhat, yeah. Although he did apologize. I feel bad for him because, like, I'm pretty sure it was all taken out of some context that
was
we're
it
not
though?
aware of. But I also do not like the fact that he was racist.
Yeah, I mean, he's talking about something he did in the past or he thought of in the past.
Yeah,
he was.
But
he
that's
came
the
clean
thing,
about
right?
it.
It's the thought of it. Like he did actually go up and down. He acted on.
He was
thought,
acting
so
on it.
Yeah, that. Like you and I think of terrible things on here. So like I'm not acting on them. I just want to make that clear. But yeah, he acted on them, and that's a little bit of a bummer.
Why would he open up about that in the first place?
I thought he thought, he was a good enough actor to carry that through. Tom Hanks goes around and he starts being a racist. People are gonna forgive him because Tom Hanks is a way better actor than Liam Neeson. And that's not saying Tom Hanks is a racist because he's a stand-up awesome guy. Truly is, but let's not go down that path again.
There's our Tom Hanks reference for the show.
What's that?
Our Tom Hanks reference for each show. There it is.
Oh, it just naturally makes its way into these things. I'm sorry, I've always got Tom Hanks on the brain. I don't know. I hope he hears this one time and he makes a guest appearance and asks us a question.
Yeah, we'll hope for that.
That would be, well, you know what? It's going to happen now. Good thoughts sending him to Tom Hanks. He can hear all, see all.
Tom Hanks is like, I've always wanted to answer these kind of questions. I got a few of my own.
His son, on the other hand, he's okay.
What's his son in? What does he do? He's
an actor as well. He was in, I think his first thing was Orange County. I'm not 100% sure. He's also in Dexter as well. He played some... Spoilers if you haven't seen it. Dexter's like 8 years ago, but he was a bad guy.
Yeah, I've never seen anything from any of those things.
Was Orange County, was that with Jack Black as well?
No, I have no idea.
Wow, all these shows are kind of like singing together. It's interesting. Well,
it's the Kevin Bacon effect.
Oh my gosh,
They're
Kevin
always
Bacon.
Related somehow.
Just had a bacon sandwich. Anyways, you got a question for me, Bob?
Sure. It's pretty tame. Nothing too exciting, but
it's fine.
You have to get rid of one thing. It's either your phone or a car. You can never have a phone ever again in your life. Or you can never have a car again ever.
Can I have like any form of automobile?
No. You can get rides, but you cannot ride a motorcycle. You cannot drive a car. You cannot.
What about can I take public transit?
You can take public transit. You just can't drive anything yourself.
Oh, that's hard. That actually is a humdinger. No phone, which is so
basically a computer, the internet in your hand, or the ability to just go out and drive somewhere.
I'm gonna take longer to think about this than like those other questions of sacrificing children and all that kind of stuff. No phone or no vehicle. I guess I would say the vehicle one because I could get rides with other people, that kind of thing. Although I do dislike carpooling, although it saves the environment, I just don't like being close to other people. That's not a knock on humanity or anything. It's just some of you guys suck out there.
You can ride a bike.
Yeah. that's always an option, right? But,
That's an
you know,
option.
I'm 350 pounds, 10-foot tall Samoan guy. Unless you're...
Yeah, they make bikes big enough for you.
Unless you're making a movie out of it, I ain't getting on no bike. I think I would probably get rid of the car.
Get rid of the car.
It's convenience for sure, but seeing how there's public transit everywhere, it's less of a hit than. But then again, if I get rid of the phone, can I have a house line?
Yeah, you could have a house line. Just no mobile
computers phone. They also hold the internet. It's also less of a hassle. I would probably spend more time talking to my family if I didn't have a phone. That's a sad reality, but no, I would get rid of the car for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's just more convenient, I guess, to have your phone with you all the time. So your phone acts as everything, right?
It does. It's easy to just pay your bills on your phone.
Yeah.
If you need an emergency phone call, it's there.
Yeah, like exactly. Otherwise, you'd have to use your power of murderous flight to flag down a passing cop or something like that in case of emergency.
See, I don't know. I think I might do without the phone.
Really?
Yeah. I think
even after all those points we just made about the phone?
Yep, because I'm thinking there are times when I don't want to wait for a ride. Like, there's certain times where I cannot be...
you just want to get up and go?
For certain things. I mean, I mean, both are conveniences, really. I mean, I could take a bus anywhere.
Yeah.
I can ride my bike anywhere. But in the wintertime, I'm not going to ride my bike.
Yeah.
Here in Paraguay.
Yeah, well...
it's raining.
The winter in Paraguay is somewhat better. We don't know because it's summer here.
Yeah. I don't know. They're both convenient. I think I could do without the phone.
This is your atypical first world question, I guess.
It is. It is very first world problem.
We are all our listeners in Paraguay and all over like the second world countries and third world countries. Like, I would die to have either kind of thing. And you and I are struggling to make a tough decision, which it really is.
Well, I'm sure they got phones, just not maybe not smartphones. Who knows?
Fair enough.
We don't know. We've only been here for a couple hours.
It's still, well, we landed and we decided to set up right outside the airport.
Yeah. We don't know anything about this country. Aside from this airport.
Aside that it has an airport.
I don't know. I just find there's times where, let's say, like, I'm bored. Let's say everyone is sleeping. There's not going to be a bus that's going to take me.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere,
they stop
right?
running at a certain time, too, right? If you wanted to, you could take your car at 4 a.m. somewhere. Or, well, I guess, I don't know how Uber works. I never used an Uber before, but you could always hitch a ride with them. I don't know if they do that kind of stuff. They have those late night drivers as well.
Call a cab.
But
I don't like taking a cab. That costs money.
It does.
Cars cost money. Insurance, gas, all that kind of stuff. But
it's true. By getting rid of the car, you do save a lot more money than the phone. Although you do have a monthly data package as well, I would assume.
Yeah, but they're both cheap. I mean, they're both... the phone is cheaper.
Well, let's put it this way. You spend like, what, $40-$50 on your data for the month, but then you spend like twice that in gas just for your car, I would say, for the month.
Yeah. I mean, the car, you got to pay the... Let's say...
If you want to drive it legally, yeah, you have to pay the insurance, yeah. I don't condone driving cars legally. I'm just going to say that right now.
It's mainly the convenience of paying your bills, making phone calls, looking things up on the internet whenever you want, in the washroom.
Good, healthy things on the internet.
Yeah.
Just always good, non-bad things on the internet. Safe, suitable for children.
Or the ability to just get up and go on road trips, be the driver for your road trips.
That's another thing. But the interesting thing is, like, I always, if I'm going on a road trip, I set up my phone as either onboard GPS or music and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I would find it a terrible ride if I didn't have that, to be honest with you.
Well, luckily my car does have an external GPS I could use.
Well, not just that. Like, I have a radio in my car, I will admit, but I do like.
You could
listening
borrow
to
somebody
my
else's
kind
phone.
You
If
could
you're on a
also
road
borrow
trip.
someone else's car. It's
No,
not,
you can't drive. You can't drive someone else's car.
You can't drive.
You could borrow someone else's phone for like certain things. Like if you're on a road trip, yeah, they want to hook it up. It's their phone; they can hook it up if they want. But you're not using it.
Okay, well, I would still go with the car. I just find it. I think it would be more convenient just to have your phone everywhere with you. It is less convenient taking a taxi and all that stuff, but with public transit in beautiful Paraguay here, you could take all these. What do they have? These some sort of San Francisco tram line set up throughout the country here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely take that.
It depends. I guess it depends where you live. Because honestly,
yeah, I think so.
If I lived in a place like New York, I would do without the car. Because I don't want to drive in New York.
Well, yeah, I
You
think
just
I
take
don't
the
think
subway
very many
everywhere.
people do drive in New York.
No,
But then again, you always hear terrible things about New York public transit, right?
not really.
There's like guys peeing in boxes down there.
Not
and
really.
Homeless problems galore. People licking subway poles, all that kind of stuff. Sounds like my kind of place, but I don't think I'd want to drive, or I don't think I'd want to live there.
No, it was
It's
when I was
not a
there.
knock to anyone in New York. Sorry.
It was nice in New York when I was there. I think it was.
Here's Bob being all political and nice. He wants your New York listeners to,
Well,
he loves you.
It's true though. When I was in New York, the people there were nicer than a lot of other places I've been, especially in my hometown.
Oh yeah, where is that exactly?
Don't worry about it. It's everywhere.
Asuncion, Paraguay.
But I mean, it could have been the fact that it was shortly after 9/11 that I was there, and everyone just had a sense of community.
kind of
Right?
thing,
Everyone
yeah.
was like, together.
I think that definitely plays a part in that kind of thing. But why does it take a disaster like that to bring everyone together? Why can't we all just live in peace and harmony, in the Bob kind of way?
Yeah, it depends where you live. If you live in a place where you have easy access to get up and go anywhere, do without the car. Anywhere else, you probably do without the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, is it weird that I want the entire world to be like a Bob Ross painting?
Happy trees.
Like little happy people here, little happy people there, kind of thing. I think people underestimate how awesome Bob Ross was. Like, I didn't grow up during that time of Bob Ross, the paintings, still on PBS and all that stuff, but when I was young, I didn't appreciate that kind of stuff. But now, you can watch that stuff and you just think, Bob Ross was awesome.
It was soothing.
Like, he was the most relaxing kind of guy out there, which is weird, right? Because he used to be the...
He was a drill sergeant.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't imagine him yelling at people. Could you just get down from there and do the next obstacle? Yeah, he didn't like being a drill sergeant or something like that. He liked...
Oh, for that kind of guy, it's kind of... You see it now and you're like, well, I couldn't believe he was that kind of guy. It's just not him.
He was discharged because of his afro. Dishonorable.
I heard he didn't actually like his afro.
No?
No, he had it for a while. He got a perm one day because it was the cheapest thing to get instead of like whatever kind of hairstyle he wanted.
What did he want? Cornrows?
I don't know. But he got it done. And apparently the show was such a success and his afro became iconic that they didn't want him to get it cut. So like all the products you see, like those Chia Bob Ross things or whatever with the classic green afro, all the products had his face on it with the afro. So after he got all that stuff done, he wasn't allowed to, even though he hated it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you become rich and famous, you kind of get stuck with the way people see you, right?
There's a good hypothetical question for you. If you had to choose between the afro or whatever.
Being rich and famous or having an afro all the time. I'm pretty sure people would be rich and famous. Well, I got one more question for you.
All right.
It's a pretty clean question here. From my point of view, it's probably an easy one, but would you rather eat bugs all the time for the rest of your life or have sticky fingers constantly?
And you don't know why they're sticky.
No, and you can't wash them off either. Nothing helps. So you'll have sticky fingers the rest of your life. And I'm talking sticky, like glue sticky, like people gotta peel stuff off your hands for you.
I'll eat bugs.
Eat bugs?
I'll eat bugs. I can deal with that.
I figured you'd get used to it after a while, right?
Yeah, you can cook them up. I mean, people do eat bugs, right?
No, you gotta eat them raw. That's the question.
What?
That's the new question. It's too easy for you? No, you gotta eat them raw. They gotta be alive as well.
Oh, man.
Yeah, there you go. Bob your way out of that answer.
Like,
Yeah, it was too easy for you. I'm gonna make it a little harder. I don't like you having a good time on this.
what kind of bugs are we talking about here? Crickets?
Whatever you want. It's your bugs.
Well,
At least they're not getting stuck to your finger all the time. Can you imagine sticking your hand in a big puddle of bugs?
What else can I eat? Like, am I eating other things or just bugs?
No, just bugs. Just bugs. They are healthy enough for you to eat just bugs, I think. They have that protein in them and all that.
Yeah, but I still get my vegetables and stuff, right?
No, just bugs. They're eating the vegetables for you before that. You want vegetables, you eat a fruit fly.
Man.
You eat a potato bug.
I guess I'm eating grasshoppers then.
That's fine. Didn't need to know that, but for all you fan fiction writers out there, Bob loves grasshoppers.
I'm just trying to think of things that people already eat. Mealworms.
Yeah. I heard they smell really bad.
Oh.
But super nutritious. Crickets, you can buy that stuff in the stores now.
Yeah. The thing is, they're dead, and
Yeah,
you can cook them and things.
Well, big deal.
You can buy like ground up bug protein, can't you?
Yeah, you can. You can add it to all your foods and all that stuff. But not in this question. You're eating them alive. You gotta bite their heads off kind of thing. I hear after you kill them for a while, they still like twitch and stuff like that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, of course they do.
Yeah, I've done that when I was a kid.
Yeah. You think I'm the bad guy here. Hobbs is nice.
Yeah,
Bob is a jerk.
I used to kill bugs. But what kid hasn't?
Oh, my wife still sends me out to kill spiders, so...
My whole family sends me to catch spiders in the house.
Actually, I don't even kill the spiders.
Nope.
I capture them and then I throw them outside.
That's what I do.
So that they come back inside and I feel like a hero again.
What's true?
Me and these spiders got a deal.
Yeah. You make me look good. I'll save your life.
Food's in the back. I'll leave the lid open.
Spiders actually, well, from what my dad says, are good luck.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I guess it depends from what culture you come from.
He used to, his mom used to clean houses for a living back in England. And there was one family who had tons of spiders and spider webs throughout their house. And they always told my nana, don't kill the spiders, don't clean up their webs, because they're good luck, right? Mm-hmm. And there was like a wealthy family.
Yeah, so this family was basing their wealth off of that kind of thing.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was my nana or somebody else, they cleaned up the webs and got rid of all the spiders. And that family lost their wealth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was like...
So this is like a legitimate thing then.
Yeah, so whenever there's a spider in my house, I won't kill it.
Oh, God, I've killed so many spiders before. Oh, that explains why I'm poor.
But I'll capture it in a piece of paper, and I'll just kind of shake it outside.
Okay, so I'm poor, ugly. Got nothing really going for me. Oh, my God. I've killed so many
Spiders.
Okay, well... Fair enough. So you said you would eat the bugs or have the sticky fingers?
Well,
you have a normal life. You don't have to eat bugs.
But I got sticky fingers.
So
even
so
like
what?
I don't want to wear gloves either all the time.
Never get them off.
Exactly.
Be stuck from the inside. I'm just curious. Sticky fingers or bugs?
Well, I don't like sticky fingers. I'm thinking like I'm leaving prints everywhere, right? Or am I leaving prints? Am I leaving like smudges?
Here, for the sake of your question, to make it a little easier, you will not leave prints. Your fingers are just sticky to you. Like people will peel stuff off your fingers, but they won't get stuck to whatever you just touched. Kind of thing.
Maybe I could live with sticky fingers then.
You're the only sticky. Try driving with sticky fingers. I don't know. You never let go of that steering wheel. Never mind driving a standard vehicle.
How sticky are we talking about?
Well, like I said, it's like glue almost. Like people got to rip it off you for. You could do it yourself probably. It'd probably take a while. So you'd have to use your other hand, right? And that would get stuck to things.
So what you're saying is I can stick these pads to my fingers.
Yeah.
And they would be there forever.
No, not forever. You could peel them off.
Oh, I know, but if I wanted to, I could just have these pads that cover the stickiness.
You could have a glove on your hand if you wanted to. Eventually the glove will break though, right?
Yeah. And stink.
That's
you know what?
True.
You know what?
What you're doing with these fingers, but
Give me the sticky fingers.
sticky fingers?
And I will cover my fingers with something.
Vaseline?
No, just nothing. Just like little plastic pads or something, little rubber things that I could.
I think you're
not
talking about
stick
condoms.
Condom fingers.
Yeah. Bobby condoms.
I'd rather do that than eat bugs. Okay. I thought you were talking about like having like.
No, like they're filled with
like
something.
syrup.
Oh.
I'm touching things with syrup and it's like hardening and.
Are you Canadian? I got maple syrup on my fingers.
Yeah, eh?
Find me a beaver.
That was your second question?
Yeah, I was just throwing that one out at you.
Okay.
I think we're good. We don't have to have another.
Yeah, I don't think I have another question. If I do, it's pretty. It's not that great.
We'll just leave it at that. We're already at 33 minutes.
All right.
I know they're going pretty quick, hey?
Hey?
I said hey.
Did you?
Yeah. Still stuck on that. I was gonna say Chinese thing. My people are the horse. Oh, speaking of Chinese things, I actually watched The Great Wall with Matt Damon.
Matt Damon?
Yeah.
Let me guess, it was horrible?
No.
What?
I liked it. I will be 100% honest with you. I really enjoyed it. When it first came out, people were upset because he was like a white guy in a Chinese movie kind of thing.
So kind of like The Last Samurai and...
Yeah, but, well, there again, not a fan of Tom Cruise, but I liked that movie as well. I thought that was a good movie. But The Great Wall, it gives you a backstory as to why, just like The Last Samurai, why Tom Cruise was in Japan or why Matt Damon is in China kind of thing. And yeah, I really thought it was good. It was a little bit more dance oriented, I felt like, because of like the Chinese way they do movies. Like everything is kind of like you have a huge group of people, they're all moving in unison kind of thing, and they're all like diving off of platforms
like
and stuff like
Tiger,
that.
Hidden
Yeah,
Dragon.
kind of, but it wasn't all like that. So it was mostly during like the fighting action parts,
Right.
where there's enough action to kind of get you through it. So I was actually a big fan of that. I did enjoy that movie.
I see the previews for that, and that's like, oh, that's not something I want to watch.
Mm-hmm. And I understand that. I remember the big complaint about it was that why is Matt Damon in this Chinese movie? Like they couldn't find one Chinese actor that could play like this massive role. Yeah. And no, they explained it pretty well in the movie. I felt like those people didn't actually watch the movie, so that's why they kind of sticking it to Matt Damon. And I don't know what it is, but Matt Damon starting to grow on me as an actor.
Really? Just
yeah.
I've always liked them.
I did like him too. Like I did like The Martian as well. I thought that was a really good movie. We Bought a Zoo. I really liked that one as well. He was fine in Saving Private Ryan, although he wasn't in there for much of it. But then again, Tom Hanks carried that movie.
Yeah. He was good in The Bourne Identity.
Yeah,
was that the first
trilogy.
One? I didn't see all of them. I saw the first one was the only one I really cared for.
Yeah, Identity.
He was good in that. I always think of was it South Park? No, it was Team America.
Oh yeah.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Yeah, I felt he got a bad rap from that.
You did.
Most people, that was the thing, like Matt Damon. But yeah, I just thought we should know that before we ended this podcast. That Matt Damon's an all-right actor. He's not approaching Tom Hanks levels, but give it time, and I see it happening.
He could be. He's a good actor.
He is. He's got a lot of different roles. Although the majority of them are him stuck somewhere and us saving him. So.
Unrelated, I heard there's talk about who's playing the new Batman. Who might be playing the new Batman.
Oh, I heard something about that as well.
How do you feel about that?
I'm not sure it's true or not. Who did you hear was going to be?
What's his name? Mike, is it Michael? No. I don't want to say Edward Cullens, but Patterson.
Oh, James Patterson. Yeah,
Not James. It's Michael Patterson, isn't it? James
I don't
Patterson.
know. Clearly, we haven't watched all those vampire movies.
I have actually had to watch all of them.
I watched one of them because my wife was my girlfriend at the time.
But you know what? I think...
Is it Michael? That does sound familiar now.
Pretty sure it's Michael Patterson. Anyways, I'm not going to judge. I mean, he could be a good Batman. Who knows? I'd have to see him in a cowl.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I haven't been a fan of his acting. Like,
I don't think we.
I don't think it's Michael Patterson.
I don't think it's Michael Patterson either. Who are these guys? Who do we
What
Google?
did I say? James Patterson.
James Patterson.
I don't think it's him either.
Nope, it's not James.
No. Edward Patterson. What's that Twilight loser?
Oh my god.
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Patterson. That
That's
sounds
what
about
it
right.
is. Robert Pattinson.
Okay, Robert Patterson. He could be the next Batman.
Pattinson, apparently. So we had it wrong all along. Yeah, I heard he was supposed to be rumored as well. I don't know how I feel about that because, like, when you take an iconic person from one set of movies, right? Like, clearly he was the vampire. Spoilers for anyone who does not watch Twilight.
It's the worst spoiler alerts ever. But you know what?
We'll edit something like that before. I feel like it's hard to supplant that actor into something else.
Well, the thing is, that's what he's known for, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He's known as this lover boy vampire. Mm-hmm. But he's done other things. I mean, I haven't seen his other movies, but he's done things, and people are saying, yeah, he's got his acting chops.
What's the girl in that movie?
Bella.
Bella.
How do we not know these things?
Well, but what's her actual name?
Was it Bella Rose in the movie?
Is it Rose?
I think it's Rose.
Well, okay, you know more than I do then.
No, it's
no,
not.
this is not Rose. Why are we... I'm going to have some weird search results to explain to people later on. Kristen Stewart?
Kristen Stewart, you got
There
it.
it is. There we go, nailed it.
Well, she's a bad actress.
Yeah,
she's
exactly.
a bad actor.
I've seen her in a lot of stuff too, and it's just terrible.
It's the same. Isn't she like bite her lip and that's it? That's what I
That's
picture.
her thing, yeah.
She just bites her lip.
I bet you I can Google that picture of her, and it'll be like all of these pictures are her biting her lip.
Kristen Stewart.
Oh wow, she kind of went all Britney Spears, shaved her head.
I think she's pretty still.
Yeah, she's okay. She kind of looks like Eminem in some of these. It's kind of creepy.
But Robert
I
Pattinson.
heard she's a terrible person though.
I've heard things as well.
Like she cheated on Robert Pattinson with
Was it director or?
yeah, one of the directors of one of her movies. It wasn't Twilight related, I don't think,
No.
but
Well, fame does things, I guess.
I don't know. The guy didn't seem too attractive or handsome or
Who
rich
knows?
or anything, but yeah.
Who knows the deal?
Well, yeah, I guess so. Fair enough. No, I still can't see it. I'm seeing these pictures of her with like a shaved head, and I'm not liking any of it.
Do you think Robert Pattinson would be a good Batman?
Robert Pattinson?
Pattinson.
To be totally honest with you, I think he would be okay. But the thing is, I haven't watched a Batman movie since Heath Ledger was the Joker.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like it's going the same way as Marvel. They're making like a ton of these, and they're pumping them out too quickly for me to grow any interest in them.
Yeah. I'd say we've had weird Batmans. There's never been a perfect Batman.
Perfect Batman.
Christian Bale was good, but he had that voice.
Yeah, I didn't like
Which
Christian
became-
Bale too much, to be honest.
I liked him, but his voice it gets comical. If he's always talking like that, it's a bit. I mean, and he does it to hide his voice, right? His character, his true identity, but it's
That's
still.
the reason for it.
Well, yeah. That's why else would he talk like that?
Hey guys, I'm Hobbs. I just wanna show you guys that I'm not actually this guy. Bob is a totally different guy. Just me doing both our voices. Did you like Val Kilmer?
No, I heard he was. I don't remember it, but I heard he was like one of the better Bruce Waynes, but not a good Batman. George Clooney was horrible.
That's, to be honest, that's like the only one I really remember as being Batman. George Clooney.
Really?
Yeah.
It's weird that Michael Keaton was a good Batman. I found.
I don't even remember Michael Keaton.
No. That just
I
shows
think
how
this was
much older.
Yeah.
That was like 89, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was 16 years old, so I had better things to do than look at Batman.
16, eh? What year were you born?
Oh no, now you can date me.
Yeah.
In more ways than one. Ben Affleck, how about that? I think he had like the right body fit for it.
I'd say he
like,
looked like it.
Yeah.
But when he starts talking, it's like,
yeah,
no, that's not bad.
That's the same kind of feel
That's
I
just
had
Ben
for it
Affleck.
as well. But then on the opposite side, I thought George Clooney had the sound of it, but not the look of it. Like if Batman were to like be suave and smooth kind of thing, I thought he would be like a George Clooney type, but George Clooney doesn't look like a Batman to me.
Yeah. I think the problem is everyone's trying to create the same Batman. Like this dark, like super
Careful what you say.
super tough, dark character, really good fighter. Maybe they should take it in a different direction. Like Batman started off as a detective, right?
Well, are you talking about like do like Idris Elba kind of thing? Because he's been rumored to be the new Bond, but maybe he surprises all of us and he becomes the new Batman.
They'd have to cover the whole face because it'd be like, well, Batman's black. So
in a town of predominantly white people, that really narrows down who Batman is.
Yeah, it could. Like, where's this guy getting all these gadgets?
But what if like Robin was like? That's the one thing I didn't like about Batman, and that's the one thing I really despise about him being a superhero, is the fact he's got no superpowers. His superpower is being rich and wealthy, and having Alfred as a slave.
Well, that's what sets him apart. He's not. He's just a regular person. Well, Billy.
Well, I know, but like, what's stopping Bill Gates from being a Batman kind of thing, right? Or like
Bill Gates.
Tony Stark.
Bill Gates.
Spoilers: he's
fight.
Iron Man.
Can you picture Bill Gates putting on a costume and fighting people?
I can picture a wealthy Bill Gates paying people to do that.
Exactly.
So Bill Gates turned into some sort of super villain overnight. He tried to be good. He ended up being evil.
Again, this is hypothetical, obviously.
Really? Yeah, I don't feel like we need to keep saying that, but I do after all the answers I give. This is a hypothetical.
Because really, what billionaire would go out and start fighting crime?
Well, that's the weird thing, because like most billionaires are like super old kind of thing. Well, they've earned their money over time.
They're either like really rich and they're like out on their yachts and doing stuff like that, or they're actually doing good work like Bill Gates does, and he donates to charities and all that kind of stuff.
Super good guy. Hopefully wipes out cancer, that kind of thing. But what about like Elon Musk? He strikes me as more of the type that would kind of do that thing. He's kind of eccentric, kind of out there, flamboyant,
But he's doing things.
You piss me off, I'm going to make a flamethrower and I'll sell it to everyone. Which he did with hilarious consequences.
I missed that.
No, you didn't see that?
I've heard something about it, but I missed it, yeah.
Oh, he put out I think it was a tweet where he said, if I get 500 people to do something rather, I can't remember what it was, but if he gets that amount of people to do something, then, which they all, of course, promptly did, then he would release a flamethrower, which he did.
What happened with that?
He sold like a limited quantity of them, and of course it says not for use, not for like bad things or whatever. And people were getting hurt by it, that kind of thing. But, it says right on the flamethrower, you're not supposed to use it for shenanigans.
You're not supposed to use it, period. It's a flamethrower.
Yeah, basically, that's what it said on there.
I could see that as a, good press thing. I mean, you make a flamethrower. Flamethrowers are cool. It's a collectible.
They are, yeah.
It's an Elon Musk collectible.
Mm-hmm. And I think the company that made it had a really funny name, too. It was like something flame related, but it was like...
The Boring Company? Is that what the company's name is?
Boring Company, yeah. It was the Boring... Oh, so it wasn't flame related, but it was the Boring Company making flamethrowers. So I feel like Elon Musk was bored, and he decided to make this company when he's bored to get them to do things because he's bored. Kind of thing. See, not a flamethrower is what it was called.
But I mean, hey, he's got the money. Why not?
This thing was legit. Like, look at it. It works. Walking Dead memes here. But Elon Musk is actually a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
I feel like he's getting a bad rap because he went a little crazy lately.
Has he?
Yeah. Every time he goes crazy, his shares like plummet like there's no tomorrow.
Let him go crazy. If anything, he's going to be the guy to save the world.
Yeah, that's what I assume too. Like, You ever heard of Australia having like brownout issues all the time? Like their electrical grid was just like not
No.
up to date or not powered enough. So Elon Musk said, "Well, I can fix that, and I can do it by like 2 months or whatever. So you'll never experience brownouts again in all of Australia." And they're like, "Okay, well, we call your bluff." And he's like, "Well, if I build this, you pay me $50 million, or if I don't build it in time, you get it for free." Kind of thing. And so they're like, well, how can we lose? Kind of thing. Fix all the brownouts for $50 million, or we get this thing for free, basically. So he did it. He built this massive power plant in the middle of Australia, and basically it's harnessing enough energy that they're not having any more brownouts. And he did it all in like 2 months too.
Right.
So like he fixed Australia's power issue just because I feel like he was bored that day and he was just trolling the internet to see what's going on.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's a super interesting guy.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty damn amazing.
Yeah. I wish he would focus on something cooler or maybe like more health related or world saving that I would like, but
He's got to do something about all the plastic in the oceans and things
Yeah.
like that.
well, maybe spoiler alert here, but Elon Musk is the one who takes down Thanos in Endgame.
It's like we're relying on Elon Musk to save the world, but we can't do it. We can't change our ways.
No. Just need someone. Well, if Stephen Hawking was still alive, I'm sure he'd figure something out with Elon Musk.
It's like bottled water, straws. We'll just keep using them and hope that these billionaire geniuses can save us from our own destruction.
I think I saw recently the London Marathon. They were starting to use those dissolvable water tablets or something like that. It's basically water, but in a dissolvable plastic filament or something.
Right.
And so you just stick it in your mouth as a plastic dissolve or whatever. It's not plastic,
Not
but
plastic.
it's like,
I've seen that.
yeah. I feel that's a step in the right direction. It's maybe a little bit too late, but as I
mean,
sit
we
here
got-
drinking my bottled water.
That's glass. That's,
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, it's reusable at
there
least.
you go. But things like, I mean, places are using paper straws now. I think that's a good step in the right direction.
I heard not so good things about that though. Like
Well,
McDonald's was trying to do that, and then
If you don't finish your drink on time, it'll kind of like fall apart on you. But that's
Yeah.
the whole point. Like, finish your drink. I get it if you want to take it on a road, on a trip, and you want to like keep it there. But really, we should stop using plastic straws
yeah.
if you care about our future.
Well, Bob cares, people.
I do
I
care.
want you guys to know that Bob really cares about you. Me, on the other hand, keep doing what you're doing, world. Someone will be born out there that's smart enough to fix our problems.
Looking at you, Elon Musk, if you're listening. Save
Well,
us.
That's a good place to end it, I think. Once again, if you liked what we were doing here, subscribe. Put some comments down below what you guys would do or how you would answer these questions. If you think Elon Musk is a cool guy or not. Who knows where we'll be next week, but we're going to say bye for now from Paraguay.
Thanks for listening.
All right, see you guys.